Former President Donald Trump apparently stunned his chief of staff, John Kelly, by praising Hitler. Because, of course. Now, why at all would you be stunned by this admission? I have no idea. And then why sit on it until July? Well, there's that as well. All right, so now The Guardian, this is where it comes from, had obtained a copy of the forthcoming book, Frankly, We Did Win the Election, by a Wall Street Journal reporter, Michael Bender, who then reported the one-term president's remark while on a visit to Europe to mark the 100th anniversary of the end of World War I. Trump apparently told Kelly, according to the book, quote, well, Hitler did a lot of good things. Just sit back and absorb that for a second, right? Oh, he did a lot of good things. Really? Can you give me an example? Please, I'm dying to know what you think that one of the biggest mass murderers of the 20th century did. That was great. That you really look up to. Actually, you know what? Let's not. I don't want to know. Trump made the remark after Kelly reminded the president which countries were on which side during the conflict. So he had no idea, again, the history of World War I, likely of the history of World War II. He's not, he's not very well read. I hear he's a one-pager kind of guy. Yeah. One-pager. Now, he also, Kelly connected the dots from the First World War to the Second World War, and of course, documented all of Hitler's atrocities. The former president denied making the remark about Hitler, according to Bender, but also wrote that sources said that Kelly, quote, told the president that he was wrong, but Trump was undeterred and praised the German economic recovery under Hitler during the 1930s. Kelly pushed back, saying that the German people would have been better off poor than subjected to the Nazi genocide. Even if Germany's economy recovered after the Nazis took over in 1933, Kelly told Trump, you cannot ever say anything supportive of Adolf Hitler. You just can't. But of course he did. Allegedly. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Of course he would say nice things about that guy. Is there, look, I say allegedly, but is there any doubt in your mind? Honestly, can you think about this? This is somebody who has made, by the way, used old tropes about Jewish people. Okay. So yeah, anti-Semitic tropes while talking to a Jewish audience. There's also been like weird Star of David ads or Star of David's in his ads, surrounded by money and Hillary Clinton, weird stuff. Not only that, but he's also made positive remarks about the far right and white supremacist groups, white nationalist groups, the same groups that are chanting Jews will not replace us. He also told the Proud Boys to stand back and stand by. He said there were good people on both sides of the Charlottesville March. Again, this is where violent white supremacists had run in their car into a group of protesters, or counter-protesters. They murdered somebody. Heather Heyer. Oh, but then good people on both sides. There's good people. Well, I know who you're protecting, who you think are good people, and why. But you know what sucks about this whole thing? Again, no surprise on what Donald Trump had said and why. But this actually makes John Kelly out to be the better guy, the better person. I'm sorry, what? What? Why would you think? What? I don't. John Kelly's a ghoul, but at least apparently he's not praising Nazis. How low is the bar anymore? It's below the floor. You've got to dig a hole to reach it. And understand that for Trump, It doesn't matter to him how many people were murdered during the Holocaust. He probably thinks that they're losers and suckers, like the soldiers, right? And that the only thing that matters is how much your people love you and how much money you make. And that's really what it's all about. That's what drives Donald Trump, okay? It's all he cares about. That's why he looks up to somebody like Duterte or Kim Jong-un or Vladimir Putin. That's why he looks up to these people. It's because, oh, you got what I want. You got money and people love you. And they suck up to you and they look up to you and all that. That's all he cares about. And by the way, oh, it was a good economy. You know what it was? It was a war economy because they were trying to take over Europe. And he did so, again, by persecuting not just Jewish people, enslaving and murdering people. No, he also did it with the Roma. He did it to the Roma, the disabled, the mentally ill, anybody who didn't live up to their ideal. Made fun of a handicapped reporter, yes. Trump did. All of that is absolutely horrifying. But that we got people in this country and elsewhere that think, oh, no big deal. No big deal. No, that's great. Monsters. Complete and total monsters. That's all they are. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and share with your friends. You can subscribe and help out the channel by becoming a patron. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf, or you can become a channel member as well by hitting the join button below.